It's Hannah here, and today we're going to have Josh help me walk through this property for a client, and we're going to break down some things that you need to know.
What's up, Hannah?
What's up?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What a looker.
So my client just purchased this property.
All right.
And he needs to finance some rehab. Every unit here is different.
Okay.
So let's go through the units and then get your take on it regarding some things and how much you think it's going to cost to rehab.
Yeah, we can kind of talk through what stuff costs and expectation. And I think that's important for real estate agents or lenders to kind of have a better understanding of what actually stuff costs versus being like, well, we'll wait for the contractor. You're also kind of able to put some guardrails up for folks and like, that is ungodly too high.
Yes, so. Exactly.
So yeah, let's take a look at it. Alrighty. So what I'm seeing first off is, really just doing some demo. We've got a good bit of mold over here, along with just getting everything to a clean slate, scraping these ceilings down and just getting things cleaned up. So cabinet wise, I would expect to spend somewhere around $1,500 to $2,000, given the small space. This is going to constitute more of a luxury apartment. We're going to want to put a dishwasher in, and we've got space to do that with the fridge there and then the stove here. Flooring is going to run probably somewhere around $250 to $3 a square foot installed, and then paint's probably still in that $3 a square foot, just for estimating purposes. Looks like most of the wiring's okay. See, maybe as we kind of go, if there's stuff that needs to be loved on, besides maybe just changing out plugs and switches to make everything look a little bit more. Window-wise, so it's a brick outside, and so something to consider with these windows, these would probably be okay as long as there's enough egress and they can open and close for Section 8 standards. But a lot of times what I'll do on my flips is that I'll shrink the window down. So we'll brick it up or create some kind of additional trim to make these a little bit more standard, easier to replace versus these that are kind of tough.
This is the biggest issue right here. So, right here,
yeah.
The line for the condensation of all the units on the roof, it's rotted the center of these out.
Yep.
So to me, you have 3 sections of 4, and in the middle of each section, the line runs down. So in every section of 4, all this is rotted out. And it's different, variations of how bad it is. This one always has a little bit of the floor in it, but we have to kind of divert that somehow. And normally this one does not have a water heater, but the hot water heater is right here. So I suggested to my client to go ahead and do tankless. It's gonna keep it from off the floor, and hopefully it'll help with, of course, the energy efficiency for the tenants, but for the longevity of this unit, because I don't know how they're going to divert that condensation line.
Yeah, and if the building inspector is okay with it, the thing to do would probably be to connect them all up there and then pipe it out into the gutter. And that way, all this is no longer inside and no longer an issue. And tankless is another good option. As this area continues to get better with the mindset of like making this a luxury apartment, those little amenities are a nice selling point that can help bump the rent up a little bit, thus making the property worth more.
Because that's his goal, is to get this whole unit or units fully occupied at the max rent he can, and then resell it and then do another one.
Yeah, no, that's a great strategy. So same within here. For flips that I would do that have a window in the bathroom, I try to delete as many windows as possible, along with just doing a fiberglass insert instead of doing tile. That cuts down on expense quite a bit, along with just tiling the bathroom is probably the only place that gets true tile. Carpet in the bedrooms is for ease of use. Depending on how hard you feel like people are gonna go on the stuff, carpet squares are a really good way to do bedrooms. The height of the carpet isn't as high, but you're able to just peel it up and replace it versus replacing the whole room.
I think you can get those like indoor-outdoor type carpet squares as well.
It's not quite indoor-outdoor, but it's more like the commercial style that you see like in the doctor's office or whatever. Those are all carpet squares, so you can put those down in here. As you kind of see on the floor currently, they've painted the floor, which is another way to do it. It's just hard. I mean, good houses bring good tenants, and bad houses bring problems. So painted floors aren't really super appealing, though they are relatively indestructible because then you can just paint it again. But carpet squares is a good solution as well.
I agree. And the carpet squares, to me, they're a little bit more durable.
Yeah, and if they mess it up, you peel it up, replace it, life moves on. And then, because a lot of our stuff is on Section 8, I don't do ceiling fans, we just do LED
lights.
Yeah, little flat ones.
Ceiling fans are actually on my list of do not do's. So at Hannah's Property Group, we have a list for our investors
Yep.
of our absolutely do not do's and do not add. So ceiling fans, screen doors are two things that tenants do not take care of. And when they mess up with the ceiling fan, guess what they want again? Another ceiling fan. Well, it costs a lot as a normal light. So, and then it's a continuance. Same thing with a screen door. People love a screen door, but they don't take care of a screen door unless they own the house.
Yeah, and with Section 8, you have to bring it back to the original standard that it was leased in. So in the event that there's something that stops working, you can't actually go change it to a light. It has to go back.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're voiding your HAP contract. So again, having a lender and having a realtor that actually knows what's going on, if you're going Section 8, that actually has passed Section 8 inspections and has them on the roll, it is really important. I think we've kind of hit everything here. We've talked about flooring, we've talked about paint, we've talked about light fixtures, what to do in the bathroom. Look forward to sharing more knowledge with you guys. If you guys want to get connected or grow your network, REI Evolution is the place to be.
Woo!